The Institution of Engineers of Kenya has threatened to take legal action against the Ministry of Education if they fail to include mathematics as one of the core subjects in the arts and sports, science and social sciences pathways for learners joining senior school. Speaking to KBC Channel 1, IEK President Shama Kiteme underscored the relevance of mathematics in everyday life and its importance across all career pathways, not just in science, technology and engineering.
On March 13, 2025, the Ministry of Education officials converged for the closure of the nationwide county dialogue on education reforms. It is at this forum where the ministry disclosed guidelines for learners transiting to grade 10. Learners will be required to choose one career pathway from the three, which are arts and sports sciences, social sciences and STEM. Subsequently, of the 7 subjects to be chosen by learners, 4 are mandatory and 3 are elective. In this choices, only the STEM pathway has mathematics as a mandatory subject.
English is part of the core subjects in senior school. We have Kiswahili as another core subject, and we also have the Kenya Sign Language, again for learners with hearing impairments. Physical education then becomes a core subject. Another core is the community service learning.
The ministry defended the decision, saying it was informed by reviews conducted by the government's Technical Working Group on Education and KICD.
And monitoring and evaluation regularly. So that is something we do for each of every level that is introduced under CBC. A monitoring has to be carried out to inform on the issues and challenges that exist and what needs to be done in order to improve.
However, this decision has received a backlash from different stakeholders, with the Institution of Engineers of Kenya demanding that the government resigns it.
Whether they are in social sciences, economists, journalists, lawyers, sociologists, they really need to understand data. And so when you say you're going to drop mathematics for students as young as 14 years, you will have educated, illiterate people who do not understand concepts to do with data science. And this is what is going to define the future of the world.
IEK alternatively urged the government to introduce practical maths for non-STEM learners.
What is being proposed cannot work. We need to have the entire batch of students exposed to mathematics to a certain level. At that point that they have made their decision not to pursue STEM, and they are now in sociology, they are in anthropology, they are in journalism, they can now focus on those core subjects that are going to define them. And even when they will be following those other lines, they will need applied mathematics that is going to be relevant to them.
The institution has now threatened to take legal actions if the government fails to revert the move.
We are calling no one less than His Excellency the President overhaul that State Department of Basic Education, because we are a country that should be embracing STEM. So we are going to take extra measures if the government sticks its gun to these issues. Whether we go to court, whether we go to the streets, whatever we are going to do, this is very wrong and it cannot be accepted.
The Minister of Education envisioned that the move will see 60% of grade 9 learners pursue STEM courses, with 15% pursuing arts and sports and 25% opting for social sciences. Kasichana Masha, Legends Edition.